Good evening, everyone. Vincent Vinant from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. Tonight I feel really much better after weeks of excruciating pain in my knee. And yeah, so that is why I'm in front of the video tonight. I just want to thank a few people, Kevin, Brother Ken, Stella, Brother Barry, and Bartholomew for your contributions towards my needs. I really appreciate it. I thank you out of the bottom of my heart. I do have a youngster that helps me around. And I still need something towards for payment towards him. But I do trust the Lord, and the Lord is good. The Lord is good, and He is my healer. He is my deliverer. There are many of you that are going through tribulation, hardship at this time. But 2 years ago I said, "He that endures until the end shall be saved." Do not be distracted by what Satan is doing. And this is what he's trying to do. Will I curse God? Will I give in to God? Will I, what is my reaction going to be? As I said in one of my posts, you can have Jesus in your boat, but it doesn't mean a storm will come your way. That is inevitable. Those things do come our way. There is testing and there is tribulation nowadays. The word tribulation is actually not the tribulation that is coming. That is God's wrath that is actually going to be poured out upon a wicked world. This is definite coming. And the elite do know. The elite do know about that time frame. They very well, they can see the asteroid approaching, they can see the days approaching, and there will be another pandemic just a week before, prior to the rapture. And do watch my previous post, the rapture in the appointed times of God, September or October. There are millions of people getting votes for September rapture. I question mark that. Why would there be a person get so much exposure? Even a first timer get about 70,000, 80,000 views. So that is a scenario that I am wondering about, Yeah, Satan is a great deceiver. He is a great deceiver. And come December and nothing happens, and then people are gone and forgotten. But not everyone, of course. I personally feel in my heart that the rapture will come October, because that is actually the 7th month. September is the 6th month in God's calendar. Now, the elite even try to fix God's appointed time. They didn't try to fix it in that way. It got to do with Genesis 1 verse 14, with 14, the sun, the moon, and the stars. The God of 12 constellations, and he has planets evolving, each one tell a different story, and that is God's clock. And the sun direct the appointed days. When the sun is in Aries, it's Passover. There's a beginning of Aries, as the sun is in Passover. The sun should always be in Aries. When Jesus died on the cross, the sun is in Aries in AD 32. When Jesus died on 14th of Nisan, or the 14th day of the first month then of the year, that was when Jesus died on the cross, and the sun happened to be in Aries. And the sun is always in on Day of Pentecost in Gemini, and on Feast of Trumpets is normally at the midriff or just below the midriff. So, coming Feast of Trumpets, the sun is on the head of Virgo. I'm not going to discuss that tonight, but I'm going to discuss what is on tonight's agenda. Another pandemic just before the rapture. Here is this. Are we ready for the next one? Are we going to be ready for the next pandemic? And that is what the world asking. You know what? When I opened the first day of January on Facebook, I saw so many pandemic here, disease there, disease in Africa, everywhere, as if they were trying to tell you a story. Yeah, they're getting ready for another one. They do get ready for another one. And people ask, what is the new virus going around 2025? There's quite a few. They're talking about the H5 bird flu. And this has been recently in America and even here in South Africa. And that's a fact, you know. And HB bird flu is a current situation, and asking what diseases are coming back. Syphilis, chlamydia, antibiotics don't work as such. They have many things that they intend bringing back. And diseases making a comeback. What bacteria outbreak, this is all the things here, and these things is coming. COVID may come back for that matter, and which is disease likely to be the biggest, and another pandemic inevitable, says a virologist warns people, especially in Britain. Yeah, now which affects disease is most likely to be the biggest, they ask you. So, and there are quite many. They say COVID emerges suddenly and spread rapidly and killed millions of people around the world. Yes, millions upon millions of people died of COVID. But that is not the thing that I wanted. Are they going to bring something else back if it is not COVID? What is it actually? Yeah, I saw today when I was driving the car today, I had to go out and buy a few things for the home because my wife can't drive and it's very difficult to get people to go around. So, and I managed to drive, thank God for that. So another pandemic is just before the rapture. Why would they give you another pandemic? That's what I put to it. And let me put it to you, this video will not be popular with YouTube or anybody. So I ask you to share it. Share to each and everyone as far as possible. It's very important that they have to go out because many people will go and be deceived. So you have to share this video. So the real thing there will be great disaster. First of all, a global earthquake will strike the earth. That is, and how will this global earthquake come to pass? An asteroid will hit America will try to shoot it down, but pieces will strike the earthquake line and open the firequake line right around the circle event, and it will cause a global earthquake. That is what is going to happen, and millions of people will be killed in that earthquake. What happened next is that the sun will turn into darkness and the moon into blood. Why so? It's not about because it's an earthquake. A planet, they call it Planet X or NIBIRU, will come between the sun and the moon and cause that darkness. The sun will turn like black sackcloth, and the moon will turn blood. In actual fact, it will be the silver of the moon on that day. That's on Feast of Trumpets. So yeah, I don't want to divert to the next, but that is an October one that I will discuss that video. So this planet comes between the sun and the moon, and the red planets cause the reflection of the moon, and people will be able to see a full moon on that night, and that is what is going to occur. Next, afterwards, it says the stars falling from heaven and rain upon the heaven. That is also when Satan is being cast down to the earth. That is what is following. And that stones raining upon the woman is planet's debris that will fall upon the earth. That Revelation 6 verse 13. And it is at that point Jesus will be seen on the earth, and that is another teaching that watchmen preach in error. They say Jesus will only be seen at the second coming. No, Jesus will be seen, and there's three raptures. The rapture, the pre-rapture, the mid-trib rapture, and the post-trib. There won't be a rapture there, but only people that will rise from the dead. Yeah, only people will rise from the dead that will rise. But then Jesus is coming back with the saints at the second coming. There's no rapture at the end of the second coming, because by that time, when Jesus returned, the flesh, men will be scarcer than gold, people. Men will be scarcer than gold. That is a fact. Very few people remain, and those few people that remain will populate the earth. Those that will be divided, the goats will be divided in the sheep, and to the goats, the sheep on the right hand side, and the goats on the left hand side. They of course go straight to hell. There's only believers in Christ that go into the millennial reign with Christ. Okay, so those are the events that will occur. And the Third World War, the 3-day darkness follow, the pole shift that will follow then just after the rapture. There's a pole shift, and there will be 3-day darkness. That is still with those planets hovering upon the earth, and that caused the blackness when this earth actually stands still. Yes, for 3 days, people, the sea so still, and millions upon millions of people will die. And after that, you come back when the daybreak comes and you get out of your house, you will just stumble upon corpses, people. That is over 2 billion people that will die. Over 2 billion people that will die. And that's the reason for the lockdown, another pandemic that they call, another lockdown just before the rapture, either September or October. If it doesn't happen on September, then it will happen on October, because the rapture is definitely happening this year. There's another video that I want to discuss. The number 45 declares the final, the rapture in 2025. That's another video that is in the making. So look out for those videos. I don't want to be long. Share this video, and that is what is coming. Stay with Jesus. Stay close with Jesus. Prepare your hearts and minds for His coming, because it is here. Anyway, love you all, people. Keep praying for me. The knee is just recovering, but it's very stiff. It's still very stiff. I have been to a chiropractor that was on Tuesday. Just today, it is Thursday. And I did feel some relief, but she told me I will be very sore. And yesterday it was very, very painful. And today it is much better, and I pray that it will keep on getting better. And Monday I have another appointment with many people are anti chiropractor practice, but this lady is called Business Healing Hands. I think she's not actually a Christian, but I I look healing yourself, and I saw on a rack the book, so it's possible that she could be, new age for that matter. But I will try to get to speak to her, minister the gospel to her. No, but I did minister, give the gospel to a secretary. So she asked me, how did I come about did anybody refer me to? I said, no, I saw it in the directory, in the phone directory, and what caught me is the healing hands. So she smiled, yeah. So that is another opening for the, I am going there Monday again, and I'm going to pray for opening there. So that's all that I want to discuss with you. If it doesn't happen September, then it will definitely happen in October. Please share this video. Please pray for me, and I thank you for your giving. In Jesus' name. Be blessed, everyone.